Hello there, and let me just adjust my camera here. There we go. Get a little more of the table going on there. Hello, I'm Phil. You might know me from Player One Podcast, video game podcast I co-host. I'm also the co-host of Points of Articulation, where my friend Justin and I talk about toys, mostly Transformers, and of course, Lego. I'm in the middle of building the giant Lego Ninjago City set, which I've been streaming. I took a break from that for a couple weeks now, actually, just because I've been very busy. But I wanted to get on and do a little streaming today because I just got a exclusive, rare new Lego set. This is set number, what set number is it? 41498. This is the Lego Star Wars, part of their Headz line. This is the New York Comic-Con 2017. Headz of Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite. This is an exclusive set, like I said, only available at New York Comic-Con 2017. I don't know how many copies or sets of these were made, but it is pretty limited. Mine, they have numbers on them. Mine is set 2059. So, again, I have no idea how many were made, if 5,000 were made, 10,000, I don't know. Probably could have looked that up. But here it is. This is not my first Headz set. Headz, of course, is the Lego's line of kind of their take on the sort of vinyl figure market, the kind of stylized figures with the kind of big eyes, sort of like the Funko Pop vinyls. A couple years ago, Hasbro had their Mighty Mugs. It was the same thing. They have, right now, currently, there's some Marvel ones, some Batman movie, the Lego Batman movie ones. What else? There's some Pirates of the Caribbean ones, some Beauty and the Beast ones. And the only ones that I have at the moment are these two right here. These are from the Lego Ninjago movie. We have Master Wu right here and Lloyd. I actually picked both of these up after seeing the Lego Ninjago movie, so it kind of worked on me as a toy commercial. So I just picked these up just because I knew that they were going to be retiring them. Lego was retiring these pretty soon. You can see on their base, well, maybe you can't see. Let me pop Lloyd off there. Can you see that? Again, my light is shining right on the camera, but it has a little exclusive, it says right there, denoting that this is kind of a limited time thing. So I just wanted to get these because they were going to be limited and because I wanted to see what they were like. And yeah, they're fun little figures. I'm not inclined to buy all of them, which is good because it looks like there's going to be a ton of them. But the odd one every now and again seems like it would be fun to get and build and put on display. I'm especially glad I'm not getting all of these because Lego has been doing a lot of Headz as convention exclusives, whether it's New York Comic-Con like this set or San Diego Comic-Con. There's just been a lot of these exclusive sets. They're very hard to get. Even if you're at the show, they're hard to get, and then they end up going for crazy money on the secondary market. I actually picked these up on eBay. These retailed at the show for $40. I ended up paying $100 for them. But I really wanted them because they were really cool looking, and I figured the price is just going to go up as the years go on. So I struck while the getting was good and got them for a relatively okay cost. But let's take a look at them first. This is my first sort of con exclusive Lego set that I've ever picked up. The box it comes in is a lot thicker and sturdier cardboard than the standard Lego sets. And yes, Ms. K3, it is pretty cool looking, which is why I dropped the $100 to get it. But yeah, a lot sturdier box than your standard Lego sets. It looks like instead of just opening on one side, there is a seal here on the side. It goes across the bottom and over to the other side, and it looks like it's just going to lift off the top here. So we'll cut this open in a second, but let's take a look at the box here. As you can see, once again, set 41498, Boba Fett and Han Solo and Carbonite. One side of the box, you got some art of Boba Fett. Other side of the box, you got a side view of Han, frozen in the Carbonite. Bottom of the box, just the you got those kind of iconic Brickheadz eyes, along with the logo. This is the seal. And then the top of the box gives you a bird's eye view of the set. And then the back of the box just shows them in sort of a quote-unquote action pose. Boba Fett looking over Han's frozen body, and then showing you how the figure's attached to the stand. And there you can see the New York Comic-Con exclusive logo. So why don't where did I put my scissors? Why don't I go ahead and destroy all the resale value that this set has? So collectors, I'm sure, are screaming at me not to do this, but there it is. The seal is broken. My con exclusive set, don't throw your scissors. Don't throw your scissors, is now worthless. But let's open this up together. Oh, there it is. Inside the box, there's nothing inside. Okay. Put the lid over here for now. I will probably save the box just because it's an exclusive and because it's a nice little box. Let's see. So there's what we have inside the box. Looks like we have the instructions here. Oh, what? There are two, I'm assuming, sets of instructions. Probably one for Han and one for Boba Fett. And then the bricks in the middle. Let's get the bricks out first. And we got this bag. Looks like it's Boba Fett, just judging by the colors. And looks like we got Han, judging by these here. And sure enough, two instructions. One for Han, one for Boba Fett. The instructions are quite a bit nicer feeling. Kind of thicker paper, a little sturdier than your average Lego set. These feel more akin to one of the Lego Ideas sets instructions. So, slightly nicer. Oh, you can see here, if you look real close, Boba Fett is NYCC 2017, number 27. Is this the 27th Brickheadz produced? I guess so. And Han is 28. And that's it for what's in the box. Let's close that back up again. And you know what? Let's do Boba Fett first. I'm going to put Han over here. We'll do Boba Fett first just because he is the first numerically and because he looks to be the more traditional Brickhead. Oh, there's a sticker on the bag. I guess a little identification parts number. Blah, 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 whatever. Let's continue to destroy resale value by busting this open. The bag is a little sturdier than... Oh, wait. I don't have to cut this open. It has a little sticker seal on here. And I just saw a comment. It looks like Han has more pieces. And yes, it definitely does. So, it just gives the piece count total on the front of the box here. 329 pieces total. It does not break it up as to how many each figure has, but let's see here. There we go. Now, one thing that I like about the BrickHeadz, and it's the same with the Ninjago ones, and I'm assuming it's the same with all of them, is they don't have stickers. You can see there that Lloyd has the printed headband, the little reflections on the eyes on his gi there, the little base. Does he have anything? Oh yeah, he does. He has something on his back. And Master Wu, again, has a printed outfit, both on the front and the back, as well as the eyes and the base. So these do not use stickers, which is good. If you've watched me building the Ninjago City set, you know that I really hate stickers on Lego sets. And already here I'm seeing some printed pieces there. You got oh, there we go. I had it upside down and it's in the light, so it's hard to see, but Boba Fett's Mandalorian symbol there, and oh, a little souvenir plate with the Lego Star Wars logo and the Comic-Con exclusive. But yeah, let's stop wasting time. I'm already almost 12 minutes into this. I haven't even started building, so let's go ahead and do that. So let's see here. I'm going to move the pieces over and just start building. Let's see here. The BrickHeadz, of course, use a lot of tiny pieces to pack all those little details into a sort of stylized figure that is not terribly tall. Let's see here. I have to say, when I bought this, a lot of times when I spring for some sort of collector toy item that I end up paying a decent amount of money for, there's always the urge to not open it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to point this out. These pieces, these sort of 1x2 pieces that are 2 bricks tall that have the front-facing studs, these get used a lot in BrickHeadz. You end up building a little body with these, and the heads have these facing outwards, and then you stick plates to the outside of them. But no, like I was saying, there's always a temptation when I pick up something that is a not insignificant amount of money, and $100 for 2 BrickHead toys, which if you bought them in a retail store would cost $20, or if you know, because they're show exclusive, you're paying $40 for them at the convention. You know, there's always the temptation to kind of go, ooh, should I bother opening this? Do I really want to play with them or put them out on display that much that I'm going to destroy the value of them by using them for their intended purpose? And I've had that happen with some Transformers and things like that I've picked up over the years, and there's, like I said, that temptation to just not bust them open. But in this case, I really did not have any sort of hesitation. I did not feel, and no, you can see here I've built a body, and right now I'm building the arms, so, and they're just plugging into the side right there. There was no hesitation cutting that open right there. As you saw, I mean, I joke about, oh no, the collector's value, but I did not buy these to sit on a shelf. Well, I did buy them to sit on a shelf. I mean, they're little brickhead figures. You buy them to put them together to sit on a shelf. But I did not buy them to sit on a shelf in a box. I bought them to sit on a shelf in their assembled form. So there's that. Let's see here. There's the arm with the Mandalorian logo on it. Again, hard to see in the light. We will, once I finish building this, I'll get the camera in for a closer look that'll give a nicer view of the finished product without the glare of the light. Now, where is this one piece that I'm looking for? Oh, it's white. I was just kind of glancing at the color and saw light gray, but it was actually a white piece. Okay. There we go. There we go. I need to get, we got someone on our chat saying that it would be hard for him, I'm assuming him, but that's perhaps a naive assumption, but it would be difficult for them to open it. And I can see that. I mean, I've certainly had struggles opening old toys or hard to find toys, but you know, it is my personal opinion, and on my toy podcast, Points of Articulation, him, excellent. It would be on Points of Articulation, Justin and I talk about this, you know, on occasion, because people will write in asking us about the opening toys question. And yeah, we are both of the mindset that toys were meant to be played with, and you know, yes, some toys are worth quite a bit of money, and hindsight is certainly 2020. You know, I still have them. They're at my parents' house, a ton of the old Star Wars toys, and I played with them like crazy when I was a kid, and so they're all sort of beat up and out of their package and everything, so they're essentially worthless. And if I had only kept them mint in box, if I had the foresight as a 7-year-old to keep my Star Wars toys minty fresh, I would be a millionaire. But you know, that's kind of like catching lightning in a bottle, knowing that in 30 or 40 years these particular toys are going to be worth a ton of money, and which ones are going to be worth a ton of money and which ones are going to be worthless. And quite frankly, if you want to make a lot of money, there are way better investments out there than buying action figures. So I say play with your toys the way they were meant to be played with, especially stuff like the toy lines that I am most interested in. Here is Boba Fett's visor right there. I'm into, as I said at the top of this little recording session, and this, again, what we talk about mostly on the Points of Articulation podcast is Lego sets and Transformers, and both of those toys really benefit from being out of their package and played with. Lego, obviously, because you in order to really enjoy them, you have to assemble them. Because otherwise you're just looking at a box, and what's the point of just staring at a box with a picture of a Lego set on there? You could just go online and stare at a JPEG if you wanted just a picture of it. The real excitement from a Lego set, I feel, comes from not just having it on a box on your shelf, but in opening it up and getting the bricks in your hands and looking at the directions and putting them together. And then, of course, if you are up for it, taking them apart and assembling them a different way and seeing what you can do with it. So that's why I didn't really have any hesitation busting this set open. And here you can see Boba Fett's little faceplate mask here. Looks a little goofy right now, but they are built on hinged bricks, so you can whoop, pop them open, and suddenly he looks like Boba Fett. Let's see here. I need 2 of these clips. And let's go right here. And I need a piece here. And then one of these 2x4 plates here. And boom. And there we go. Boom. Oh, now I need a printed brick, just a little, these little yellow details here, just to add some design to Boba Fett's helmet. And he's actually coming together pretty quickly. Something tells me that assembling Han is going to be a little more fiddly, since he is a non-traditionally shaped Headz figure. And as we were talking about, it looks like he has more parts to him. Where is... I am looking for a tiny dark green 1x1 brick. And why can I not find it? I didn't accidentally leave it in the bag. Boy, how much of a kick in the teeth would that be if I was missing a piece? Okay, I'm going to skip it for right now. We'll come back to it. Maybe I'll stumble onto it in a minute. Is that it? No. Did I inadvertently use a wrong color earlier? No. Okay, we'll find it. Oh, I hope. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. And it's really bugging me, that missing piece, because I really don't see it. Okay, we'll see what happens. That. that, and there we go. We're getting Boba Fett's feet into place here. And he's got a little crotch plate right there. Let's see here. Dark gray, light gray, and that. Here we go. Get these curved plates up here for the top of the helmet. There we go. Now we're getting his cape into place. As I pop his leg off. Okay, there's Boba Fett. Now I gotta get his backpack. I honestly think I have a missing piece. I'm gonna have to order it off Bricklink, I'm thinking. So I don't believe it fell on the floor or anything. So, I don't know. Unless there's been some little error made and it ends up inside Han's bag here. There we go, making the missile. There you go, there's Boba Fett's backpack. It just gets clipped on right there. And let's see, here we have his little scope thing. There we go. Just clips into the side of his head right there. And his laser gun. There's probably a Star Warsian name for what Boba Fett's laser gun is called, but I sure as heck don't know it. There we go. Plug that in his little hand. Gotta cap off the gun. There we go. And Boba Fett's done. Sort of. Again, I'm missing a piece. I can't believe it. I don't think it fell out or fell off the table or anything. Certainly there's nothing in the box. But I'm missing a piece. That's killing me. Okay. Let's put together Han. We'll see. Maybe I'll get lucky and the missing pieces in here. But I doubt it. I severely doubt it. Okay. Gonna be extra careful. Extra careful. Here's the New York Comic Con. There we go. And I'm not seeing... Oh, here are his eyeballs. I'll set those aside. I am not seeing an extra little green piece. Oh, it's killing me. Okay. Rest assured that when this stream is over, I'm going to be going around my room here under the table looking for that missing piece. Oh, and now look at this. I'm so distraught about the piece. I started putting together the wrong thing. I did it wrong. I'm not supposed to be adding these tile pieces to the top of this 2x8. I'm supposed to be adding these sort of inverted tile pieces to the bottom of it. Okay. There we go. And now, like I said, Boba Fett was kind of a standard brickhead build. He was actually put together in very much the same way that Master Wu and Lloyd were. But I don't really know what's going to happen with this particular build, just because he is such an unconventional figure. Looks like this is the base of the... I'm assuming this is the base of the Carbonite block. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, interesting. So I've built this little sort of throne-ish chair almost with this little jumper piece. And I built this little very simple table, and that's just getting plugged right into there. And it looks like that's going to be Han's feet sticking out. I'm assuming, anyway. Let's see here. And there we go. Okay. Building up these little studs sticking out on the sides there for the little electronic panels. And on the front, we're setting up these studs facing out to build on Han's body and head, jutting out from the carbonite. We're just sort of building up a big layer, kind of a back wall with the line of those studs sticking out the front for Han's body to attach to is what it looks like. And there we go. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like Han's a bit taller than Boba Fett. Let's see here. I need another one of those little L-shaped front-facing stud pieces. There we go. That's where we're at so far. Oh, and then we cap it off. There we go. This kind of little bed section here with the room on the front, all the studs facing out for Han to go. Let's see here. Big old pink piece that's not showing up the color. There it is. Big old pink piece for Han's guts, I guess. And we're getting some of these side studs here. go. There's that. Let's see here. Come on. Looking for these little 1x1 pieces that are very tiny and get lost under other parts. Here's where we're at. Huh, I don't know if I've seen these before. These little, they're 1x3 tiles, but they only have 2 little studs on top. Just to kind of help you build offset builds, I guess. Let's see here. And we're getting Han's hands here. Those are going in those, the little 2 stud things I was just talking about. And let's see here. Looking for a, oh, there it is. Don't need to be missing 2 pieces out of this set. There we go. Oop. Looks like we're getting into his hair up here. There we go. Okay. Now we're just sort of sealing him up, getting the tile plates in place for his body. An extra layer that will be his head sticking out. There's where his eyes will plug in. There we go. Okay. And more hair detail. Using these little 1x1 quarter circle pieces there. They look like little pizza pies, little slices of pizza to act as Han's part in his hair. And now the eyeballs. I'm gonna get those lined up correctly so it looks like his eyes are closed. There we go. It's pretty good. Now, this is what I did earlier. This will act as the top of the little carbonite freeze block. There we go. There we go. Let's see here. We got to make 2 of these. Let's see. These are clearly going to be the side or sides of the freeze block. Okay, let's see here. A lot of little fiddly pieces going on here. 2 jumpers. Two jumpers. And that. Oops. Got a printed piece there. That's what we're making. Just a little detail piece for the side. The sides. And let's see here. Just plugs in like this. And like this. There we go. And now we have these printed pieces here for the little computer input points. There we go. So let's see here. You get this little box screens facing down on this side, and they face up on this side. Then we have this other little computer terminal piece. There we go. And on the back we have these 2 little studs sticking out here, where we are clipping these clear L-shaped pieces in. Thusly. And okay. So because the Carbonite block does not have traditional feet on it like the other brickheads do, we are creating a little, looks like a little cradle that holds the whole structure. Stray hair getting on there. There we go. Let's see, we made a little canister to hold that in place. All right, and it just plugs in like that. Doesn't connect to anything. Got tiles on the bottom there and a flat surface there, but it just sits in place right there. Or with these clear little tray things, you can have it sitting down like that so it looks like it's hovering, just like it does in the movie. There we go, with that can moving along. Okay. So there we go. No pieces left over for either set, which I don't remember if the Ninjago figures had leftover pieces or not. Usually Lego tends to toss in a few extra of the tiny pieces just in case one gets misplaced or something like that. But not the case with these BrickHeadz, it would seem. Little something got stuck in there. Okay, but let's take a closer look at these. Let me get my camera here. Excuse my hand for a second. Oh, let me get... There we go. Okay. Well, let's take a look at one at a time. There's Boba Fett in all his Mandalorian glory. Again, you can see the... If you don't have the little faceplate folded back, it looks a little goofy, but woo! Now he's Boba Fett. You got some detail there on the belt. You got a little detail there on the helmet, where it's taken some damage. There's the little eye scouter thing, whatever that is. There's a little close-up of his gun with the scope. You can see the little New York Comic-Con 2017 plate. Rotating around here. Little details on the back of the helmet. There is his rocket. Let's see here. I'm just trying to, because I'm being very anal retentive. There we go. Line up the rocket. There's the jetpack right there. 3 little exhaust engines. His scarf draped over his shoulder there, and there's the little Mandalorian symbol on his armor, or on his on his shoulder pad. Right there. There is the missing piece. There should be a little. Let's look at the other side. See, there's a little green 1x1 tile. There's supposed to be one there. I don't know where it is. I don't know if it fell on the ground without me noticing, or if it's just not in this package. Shouldn't be a problem, though. Like I said, after I finish recording, I'm going to scour the floor to see if it happened to roll off the table at some point. Otherwise, I'm just going to hop on Bricklink and buy another piece. It's probably pretty cheap. So, oh, and there's you can see the little yellow detail on his helmet there. So, woo! Okay. Let's bring Han over here. Again, you can see New York Comic-Con 2017. There is the little display stand for him that we have created. And you can see it's kind of cool the way that, I'm going to put him, there's the little clear bricks that create the illusion that he's hovering. You can't really see them when he is down on the ground, and they're clear, so it's kind of a neat little effect, actually, unless you tip it. I really like the effect of his feet sort of sticking halfway out there. Then we have his hands and body sticking out there. The little closed eyes are cute. You get the detail on his hair. Again, the top is smoothed out, and then you can see details on the side. And if we flip over, you can see the same details with the little different keypad right there. So let's put him back in his little display stand. We'll get him next to Boba Fett. Oh, let's get a nice shot of Boba looming over the hovering Han Solo there. So there it is. Lego Star Wars set 41498, the Brickheadz Boba Fett and Han Solo in Carbonite, New York Comic-Con 2017 exclusive. Like I said, I bought this off eBay for a premium because I was not at the show, but a really cool set, really cool display. I'm gonna have to put these up on a shelf so my kid can't get to them and lose even more pieces before I can order a replacement for that little that darn, whoa, it's like searing a hole in my eyeball right now just looking at it. So, but there it is. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm Phil. You can find me at Twitter at whimsicalphil, or you can find me on my podcast, Player One Podcast, talking about video games, Points of Articulation Podcast, talking about toys. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.